A polygon with 4 sides is quadrilateral. Trapezium is a quadrilateral whose 2 sides are parallel. So this side and this side, these two are parallel, and the area is 1/2 A plus B times H. It is half the sum of parallel sides times the vertical distance between the 2 sides. Look at this one. This is parallelogram now. So when a quadrilateral has 2 pair of sides parallel, it becomes a parallelogram. The area of a parallelogram is simply base times height. Look at these figures. What is the first one here? The first is a rhombus. Rhombus is a parallelogram with all 4 sides equal. So both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel, and all the 4 sides are equal. Area is half the product of length of the diagonals. Remember, because all the 4 angles are not equal, the diagonals are not equal in length. One diagonal is longer, the other is shorter. The area is 1/2 times D1 times D2. What is the second figure here? Easy, this is a rectangle. Rectangle is a parallelogram with all angles equal. Area is simply length times breadth. What is the last figure here? The last one is a square. Square is a rhombus with all angles equal, or a rectangle with all sides equal. Area of a square is simply side square. So this is the entire family. You have the quadrilateral, 2 basic forms of quadrilateral, trapezium and kite. I have not covered kite because I've never seen the term kite used on GMAT. Nonetheless, for conceptual clarity, kite is a quadrilateral where 2 pairs of adjacent sides are equal in length. The other form of quadrilateral, trapezium, is where 1 pair of sides are parallel. Now trapezium becomes a parallelogram when other pair of sides also becomes parallel. An isosceles trapezium becomes a rectangle when the other pair of sides also becomes parallel, and a parallelogram becomes a rectangle when all the 4 angles become equal. A kite becomes a rhombus when the 2 pair of sides become all equal in length. Kite had only the corresponding sides equal. A rhombus has all the 4 sides equal. A parallelogram becomes a rhombus when all the 4 sides become equal. A rhombus becomes a square when all the 4 angles become equal. The rectangle becomes a square when all the 4 sides become equal. That's the entire quadrilateral family. This was the concept, friends. GMAT shots are deliberately kept brief. For an elaborate explanation, please watch the Stage 1 conceptual videos in our program. Thanks for watching.